Man, these people out here trying to act like they so upset about Terrence Crawford taking a fight and going to go get his money. You know how you know it's fake? And we just going to use deductive reasoning here. All right. They had 5 years to feel like they feel right now. When we tried to see this fight in the first year, where was they outraged? The second year, where was they outraged? The third year, where was they outraged? The fourth year, where was they outraged? The fifth year, where was they outraged? So now that this man has basically made a power move for himself where he can go get himself a nice bag, y'all upset about it and y'all ain't got no patience no more and all that stuff. But y'all had 5 years to feel the way that you feel. Maybe if you had this energy on the first year, maybe we'd have probably had it by the second or the third year. But there was no outrage for 5 fucking years. So if this is always how you felt, why are you just showing it now? Now that this man has made a move for himself. And this is the thing. The man has accepted the slave contract that y'all wanted to give him. That old low ass percentage. He got to make up the difference somewhere. You do realize that boxing is his occupation, don't you? You do realize the man got kids and a family, don't you? And a big one at that. You do realize that, don't you? But if this is how y'all feel when we've been trying to get this fight made for 4 to 5 fucking years, where was this energy that y'all got now been? It's just that simple. Now y'all acting like y'all can't stand it. It's so wrong and stuff like that. Hey, look. And then for the longest time, wasn't all y'all was talking about is how Terrence Bud Crawford is broke and how much money EJ make and all this other stuff? Wasn't that the conversation with these guys? So now that Crawford going to go get him some money, everybody upset. Everybody upset. But since you worried about that kind of thing, let me tell you what Crawford's plan is. Because he let you know right here. He said, after I stop old boy, the plan is still the same. To whoop Eroll Spence ass. There y'all go. And in case you're worried about it. So when he handled his business and he come right back to this situation, I don't want to hear none of y'all who've been blocking and complaining to say shit. If anything, you should be on his side to help get the fight made, especially since you were against it. Then when the fight didn't get made this year, you guys were so upset. So once he revisits this thing, for that moment, you need to be a Terrence Bud Crawford supporter. Just for that moment. Because you were so upset that y'all not getting a fight this year. Once he revisits this, for that moment, you need to be a huge Terrence Bud Crawford supporter so you can get the fight that you bitched about not getting this year. You feel me? Okay? That makes sense? That's nice and neat for you? Because other than that, what y'all doing don't make no sense. It doesn't. Y'all have 4 to 5 years to feel like this. How y'all pretending to feel now is how Terrence Bud Crawford and the rest of the boxing fans have been feeling for 4 to 5 years. How y'all faking, y'all feeling now, we have really been feeling like that for the past 5 years. Straight up. So, once he goes back to his plan, like he says he is, guess what you need to be doing? Encouraging them to make the fight instead of coming up with reasons not to get it made. And then y'all came up with so many reasons not to get it made. When it don't get made for this year, why are you upset? When you were the main people talking about he don't deserve, he need to go do this, he need to go do that, leave Eroll Spence alone. How can those be the same people upset that you're not seeing a fight this year? That's illegal. And you know what? I'm going to go a step further than that into crediting Terrence Bud Crawford. You want to know why what you guys say don't make no sense? It's because Eroll Spence is with a promotional company that's known not to give you big fights. Errol Spence is with a promotional company that's known to delay fights. Did you just hear what I said? The whole boxing world knows this. All right. So when it happens again, it's Bud fault. Let me ask you a question. How come you ain't got Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez yet? Huh? How come? That's a fight that could be made. You got fights on their side of the fence that could be made. And y'all keep talking about somebody's quality opponents. He ain't fought nobody. Do you realize you guys went around supporting Jamal Charlo, and Jamal Charlo ain't got a stiff name on his resume to save his life? But y'all constantly talking about Crawford, but you allow Jamal Charlo to have an entire career that consists of nothing. Absolutely nothing. Y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't complain or nothing. I complain all the time about Jamal Charlo. All the time. Y'all never said one thing, but y'all talking about how Crawford don't fight nobody. Jamal Charlo has literally fought nobody. And once again, Jamal Charlo was offered the biggest payday of his career by Eddie Hearn, a whopping $7 million. What happened? Didn't happen. Luis Ortiz was offered the biggest payday of his career, $8 million. Didn't happen. Deontay Wilder was offered the biggest payday in his career. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. All right. What was Gary Russell Jr. complaining about with Al Heyman? Not getting the fights that he wants and needs. Okay. So Errol Spence is with a company that's notoriously known for not giving you the fights you want. Yet, when you hear this fight can't be made this year, the first idea in your brain is to blame Terrence Bud Crawford. No real intelligent person would do that unless they had an agenda or a vendetta. I really don't need to say nothing after that. You know what? I really just hit a home run. Really. You know what I'm saying? Because the person think about it like, you know what? He right. Errol Spence is with a promotional company that's known not to give us our fights. On top of that, Terrence Bud Crawford didn't say he was taking an easy route. Errol Spence did. And there are fights under the PBC umbrella that they can make that we still haven't seen. You know what? It would be dumb for me to think that this is Crawford's fault when I've obviously seen this man chasing Errol Spence. He didn't chase him to the point that Errol Spence don't even call himself the boogeyman no more. He had to change it to the big fish. This is if somebody is being real and honest with themselves. If you just gonna be a hater or something like that, of course you're gonna maintain what you're thinking. Of course you are. No doubt. But really, after I say this, it's nothing left to talk about because the proof is in the pudding. And we all know the reputation of PBC. There's really nothing else to say after that. But since you guys are worried about Terrence Bud Crawford, what he's doing, he's letting you know once he's done doing what he's doing, he still plans on whooping your boy ass. Now, are y'all going to be up to see that? Or y'all going to take the same stance that y'all took for the last 5 years and be against it? Like, comment, subscribe. Who's Van? I'm out.